Alright. Before I forget, there's one last thing I need to plug in on the motherboard. Our motherboard only has... Can you see this? Can you back this way? Our motherboard only has one big Mamma Jamma 4 plug slot. So we're going to go ahead and take our Mamma Jamma 4 plugs and plug that in there. ATX 12 volt. Figure out which one it is. Connect either 4-pin section if motherboard has 4-pin 12 volt header. Okay, so either will do, it says. Alright, like a glove. I have to take that off too, we'll see. We should be good. I don't got too much stuff away yet. Okay. That is that. Why don't we go ahead and start installing our hard drives. Now, the hard drives have 3 screw slots on the side, either side. Obviously the back side to slide in that way. We have some jumpers on here. This is for serial ATA. I don't think we have to worry about the cable select, master and slave, and all that jazz. That's all stuff from the old country. And that slides right in there like a glove. Doesn't want to slide any further forward though. Want to slide any further forward. That's just, right there is where it wants to hang out, which I guess is good because that will allow airflow from the front and not get all clogged up. So let's start installing our screws for our sides here. Get that in there nice and secure. Right. 1. This will be drive number 2. May have to finagle it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh! This case actually provides a little bit of gap between the drives to even further encourage airflow. This is actually the first case I've had that it's nice like that and spaces out your hard drive placement. Most of them pack them in there, at least the old, back when I was building regularly, cases used to pack them in there real tight. This case probably could fit 6, but yeah, for 4, get a little extra space. So that will keep individual drives from overheating, which is good because we're going to be running a RAID 5, so all the drives are going to be active all the time. ATA 6 2T. We're going to make sure we're plugging in the right slots in the motherboard to get the optimal amount of data throughput. I have probably 4T of data that's going to get put on here right now already. So that's all going to be done over a network connection, which will probably take all night. And for those of you wondering what I'm going to do for my operating system, I actually have a Linux image, Ubuntu 14.04, prepared. I took a virtual machine and built all the dependencies I'd need for network share and print server, and all that good stuff. So it's all ready to go. All I got to do is copy the image directly to the RAID configuration once I get that configured, and it should boot right up because Linux is good about booting on hardware it does not expect, and it will not be expecting any of this hardware since it was previously connected to a virtual machine. At At least that's the plan. We're hoping that'll work. If it doesn't work, we'll have to figure out how to get it on there. I may have to build it from scratch. But you know, c'est la vie. Right side here. Right side screw. Goodly. So, now we're going to pop open our motherboard set of serial ATA plugs. And there are indeed 2 in there. Alright, I want to plug into number 1 and number 2 and number 3 and number 4, if at all possible. ATA 3 is 6, so they're all the same. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 are the ones that are facing upward all nicely. Serial ATA 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so 1 is the one farthest in the back. 1. Run cables here out of the way. Goes to 1. I'll take this one since it's got this funky thing. Actually, this funky thing should go to 1. Put that on 1 because it's at the top. I don't understand right-angled serial ATA cables like this. I have several of them. They've never been useful. It's always been a pain in the butt. But we'll use it for our top one here. Maybe I can snake this cable around somehow to more out of the way because of its funky right angle head. Chances are that it'll just get in the way of other ones. Okay, that's 1. 2 will go here. Now, if you guys had bought these hard drives off of in a box, as opposed to from a bulk shipping place like I did, you would probably have gotten all the cables you needed and not needed to scrounge your house for extra cables like I did. But I bought from the cheapest people I could, and that is sometimes what you end up with. I'll continue to snake these cables around. We want them out of the way as possible. I'm not anticipating any issues with heat and airflow, but you don't want to be willy-nilly and exacerbate a problem before it happens. This one doesn't even have snaps on it. Look at that. Alright, we're going to plug this one into the drive first. I think that would be easier. Probably should have plugged the power into the drives first because it's a larger plug and not as easy to access. Here. So this will come down here like thus. Line that up. And tightening. There we go. It's snapped into place. Okay, so we just kind of want to keep these cables all out of each other's way. Now it is time to plug in our serial ATA power. So it plugs in neatly and nicely right next to the data cables on the drives. There's one. Said that funky cable getting in the way. Here is 3. There we go. place. Hands upside down. Go. There's 4. Okay, all hard drives are now plugged in. You see there is now quite a deal more cable clutter down here. But we've got one last power cord to plug in. And that's the main motherboard power cord. That big mamma jamma right there. And it goes right there. We've got all these extra motherboard slots to just kind of jam our cables that we don't want in the way. Alright, so that concludes the installation of the hardware. We're going to go ahead and try and plug it in, and plug it into a monitor, and plug it into a keyboard, and see if we boot up. Okay. So, that concludes the hardware build for this media server PC. The next thing that we need to do is power it on, configure all of our settings the way we want it to, and make sure everything works. So, I will talk to you guys next time. I hope it was informative. Spectre here again, and please like, comment, subscribe, and talk to you later. Bye-bye.